believe it? Tomorrow already marks the one-year anniversary of the 2008 presidential election, and many are wondering when we can expect the change we were promised by President Obama. Is he falling short of his expectations, or is he living up to them? Here for a fair and balanced debate, Bernard Whitman, former pollster for President Clinton, and conservative columnist S.E. Cupp. All right, S.E., I'm going to defer to Bernard first because he is the Democrat on the couch. Has Barack Obama lived up to his expectations of promising change?
Absolutely. He's done an extraordinary job given the fact that he inherited an economy on the brink of disaster. First, he's stabilized the financial markets. Second, he's created or saved 640,000 jobs through the economic stimulus plan without a single Republican vote, and that's on the way to creating or saving 1 million jobs. And because of that, the economy this year in the second half of 2009 is expected to grow by 3% compared to a 6.2% contraction when he came into office. So I would say by those measures, an extraordinary achievement. And that's not even to mention, remember the stress test for the banks, those 19 banks that were doomed to failure or nationalization? Well, today, all of them are alive and well and breathing on their own. Many of them have repaid the money from TARP, and the taxpayers have made a profit as a result.
Okay, well, those job numbers are debatable, which is one thing that I want to point out. And also, when you infiltrate companies with a lot of government money, isn't that how you grow? And what does that say about the future of those companies needing more money?
Right. I mean, it's a little bit of artificial demand, and it was done in the auto industry as well. And I think we're going to see that there's going to be a huge fall down in the next few months. The problem isn't so much what hasn't he done, but what was promised. He was supposed to come in and do a great many things in a very short period of time. He was supposed to bring troops out of Afghanistan, bring troops home. He was supposed to pass health care reform, close Gitmo, end military tribunals, restore science to its rightful place, whatever that means. And he's really fallen short. And when you look at the intangibles, the idea that this was supposed to be a transparent White House, the idea that he was supposed to be a uniter, and in fact he's been incredibly polarizing, I think it becomes even more clear that voters might be thinking they got played a little.
Let's take a look at some of the promises then that the president has broken. Reduced spending, national debt, government transparency, no health insurance mandates, and we should have in parentheses yet on that. Would you argue with any of those, Bernard?
I absolutely would. I think this president came into office in an extraordinary time in American society when 10 to 15% of the public thought the country was headed in the right direction. We still have a ways to go, but today 40 to 45% think we're headed on the right track. We're about to pass comprehensive health care reform, which for the first time will finally cut costs, improve the quality of care, and expand coverage, which is something that presidents for literally 100 years have been trying to do since Teddy Roosevelt, a Republican, first proposed it.
All right. So in the spirit of being fair and balanced, the promises the president has kept. He has sent 2 to 3 additional brigades to Afghanistan, foreclosure prevention, and he did outreach to the Muslim world. The last thought, S.E.?
I think worst of all has been the systematic dismantling of the CIA. I think that's going to be the larger problem that's going to be so hard to undo over the next few years. Dangerous for the CIA and dangerous for the country.
All right, S.E. Cupp, Bernard Whitman, a very interesting conversation. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks Gretchen.